Hey there, welcome to Welke's Mobility Series, where we do some rehabilitation exercises for different joints in your body. Right now we're going to be doing some ankle strengthening exercises, and these are going to be called intrinsic muscle exercises because it's like the really deep muscles of your ankle, maybe some exercises you haven't seen before. So after an injury, obviously your first step is getting the pain alleviated. So once you're pain-free, it's time to now go on to the strength training portion, which doesn't involve a lot of dumbbells and barbells. It's just right here and doing some very intricate muscle movements. And so the first thing we're going to be doing is called a foot shortening exercise. And this is a little strange. It's a little subtle. I don't know if you'll be able to catch it on camera, but so you have the foot right here, and what you're basically trying to do is shorten it. And you can do that by pretending there's a ball underneath your foot. And so you just kind of pull closer by keeping almost all your toes on the ground. As you can see, there's a little bit of a shortening going on right in the middle there. So you hold that maybe between 5 and 10 seconds, and then you let go. It's easier to do maybe with a towel underneath you or if you're wearing socks. But again, just want to pull it in and shorten the foot. Again, it's a little subtle change, so you don't really get to see that much of movement going on. But again, you want to hold for 5 to 10 seconds in that strengthening, shortening movement, and maybe repeat that anywhere between 8 and 12 times total. Hey there, welcome back to Welke's Mobility Series. We're doing some ankle rehab exercises. And so this is another intrinsic muscle movement, so a very deep inner muscles of the ankle joint here. This system's going to be called toe tapping. So you just lay foot out right here and then bring all the toes up. And just like you're playing a piano, bring one down after another. And then start over again where you want to stretch and extend those toes to feel it really working these little muscles right here, the tarsal bones. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that, tapping it and playing it. Do between 8 to 12 little toe taps as part of the set, and repeat the set 2 or 3 times and you'll be all set to move on to the next exercise. Hey there, welcome back to Welke's Mobility Series. We're doing the ankle strengthening exercises. So the last intrinsic muscle movement, you're going to be needing a towel. So it's going to be a towel scrunch. You're going to be doing that with your toes. So lay that out there, and then take the rehab ankle, and then you just scrunch it, and then pull it, kind of like flexing the plantar fascia on the bottom of the foot. Hold that for 5 to 10 seconds, and let it go. And just go again. So again, you're trying to get every single toe to wrap around that towel, and then pull in, and then hold that. 3, 4, 5, and then release, and repeat that anywhere between 8 and 10 times, and then you'll be able to move on to some of the more advanced ankle exercises for rehabilitation. Hey there, welcome back to Welke's Mobility Series. We are doing some ankle exercises for rehab and strengthening. So this time we're going to be moving on to what's called the extrinsic muscle movements for your ankles. That involves some of the muscles that are directly around the two little bones right here, the malleoli, the malleolus. And so we're just trying to get these muscles. They're involved in a lot more of the ankle movements of the foot. So the first one we're going to do is just drawing the alphabet. So you just, with your foot up or on the ground, or you can actually be on the ground and then with your feet up, you just want to draw out the alphabet. So like A, and then B. Nice and slow movements. C. Because you just don't want to rush it very fast. It's all about regaining strength in the muscles of the ankle, and also the kind of the calf muscles here, and then the extensor muscles on the side here. So it's all involved in all different movements in all directions. So again, you just want to complete an entire alphabet movement, D and then E, all the way down to Z. And that should be all set with that exercise. Hey, welcome back to Welke's Ankle Mobility Series. We're doing some rehab exercises for the ankle joint. And so the next one in our extrinsic muscle series is just plantar flexion and dorsiflexion. So that means dorsiflexion here, so like the dorsal side of your foot, and then plantar flexion, so it's like you're stretching and flexing the plantar fascia. So just in movements just like that, you might want to hold it on one side for a couple seconds. And try to do 10 to 12 movements on each side. So that's anywhere between 20 and 24 total movements. And then if you want to repeat that, do it maybe once or twice a day. You should be all set with dorsi and plantar flexion. Hey there, welcome back to Welke's Ankle Mobility Series. We're doing some rehab exercises for that ankle joint. So the last of our extrinsic muscle movements is just going to be side-to-side mobility for your ankles. So we're going to be doing eversion, where you kind of move the ankle out like that, or I should say move the foot out at the ankle joint, and then inversion, where you kind of move it inwards. So for here, nice and slow movements. You don't want to do it too quickly. And maybe do anywhere between 10 and 12 eversion and inversion movements in one set. And then you want to do maybe 2 to 3 total sets. And you should be all finished with your extrinsic muscle movements for the ankle. Hey, welcome back to Welke's Mobility Series for the ankle joint. So we've already done some intrinsic, sort of inner muscle movements, some extrinsic muscle movements, but now we're going to be focusing on gaining overall strength in the ankle as it relates to kind of daily living. So the first one we're going to be doing is heel raises. So you can either go against the wall or hold a chair, and then with the ankle that you want strengthened, you simply lift the heel off the ground through the strength of both your toes and then your calf muscles as well. Push it up. Just like that. Again, nice and slow. You don't want to do anything too drastic when you're rehabbing. Just do about anywhere between 10 and 20 heel raises in one set. And there's another option you can do if you have a bench or any sort of elevation. So then you can do the heel raise, but then when you go back down, you actually go below like level. And that adds a little bit more strength component that's a little bit more difficult. But again, 10 to 20, do it anywhere between 2 and 3 times total, and you'll be all set. Hey there, welcome back to Welke's Mobility Series, focusing on the ankle joint. So the next one that we're going to be doing for some strengthening of the joint is some band work. So grab a chair. You also need some sort of form of resistance. You can either have a towel or an exercise band. And we're going to be doing dorsiflexion and plantar flexion, which is basically ankle flexion or extension. But this time, you're going to go against a force. So basically, right here, you just want to press it down. So that's how you start it. That's the plantar flexion. So you want to do anywhere between 10 and 20 flexing movements. Then you just go the other way. Might help to, because you can't actually fix it somewhere where you're gonna be able to extend it from the ground, so you just hold it right here, and then against the force. Just like that. That's the dorsiflexion. And for that one again, do about 10 to 20 total movements, and you'll be all set to move on to the next exercise. Hey there, welcome back to Welke's Ankle Mobility Series for rehab and strengthening exercises for that ankle joint. We're using the band again. This time we're going to be doing the eversion and inversion movements, so side-to-side mobility. And so you want to push it against this force. So this is when we're going to be doing the eversion. So about 10 to 20 times, you just pull against the band to strengthen all those outer muscles right here. Just like so, nice and easy. Then when you get done with those, switch it around to the other side for the inversion movement. Here, you can either put something down there or wrap it around. Basically, you are pushing against that force. And for that one, do about 10 to 20 as well, before moving on to the next exercise in the series. Hey there, welcome back to Welke's Ankle Mobility Series. This time we're going to be doing some ankle joint rehab balancing exercises. So your first basic exercise would be just standing one leg balance. So you just hold here for 30 seconds and then come right back down. But the next level up, you're using a little proprioception, which is your brain's ability to know where your body is in the universe. And so when you close your eyes, your brain can't see, your eyes can't see, so you just have to really work a lot harder in that ankle joint and the muscles surrounding to keep yourself balanced. So again, for there, 30 seconds, a minute if you can. But the last level involves these blocks. So for this type of balancing, on one foot, you just slowly come down and then back up. And then obviously you're just putting the blocks wherever you like. Nice slow movements. Coming back down, and then you just completely finish up, taking the blocks back up. You can do this as many times as you feel that are necessary. Now complete your entire routine for strengthening up the muscles surrounding and also the intrinsic muscles of the ankle joint.